Okay, guys, so I want to share this awesome app I get to work on at my new job. This is my phone screen that you're seeing there. And that's Nat and I buying our RV. I'm very, very proud of that day. So that's why I have it as my background screen. Of course, when I first started interviewing with this company, the first thing I did was go to the App Store, download their app, and check it out. What could I potentially be working on here? And my first impression was, whoa, that's a nice looking app. So first of all, I thought that was a down arrow, but it's actually a pixel heart. Pixel heart. So this is just a really nice looking landing screen. Starship is an HSA, by the way, a health savings account. It's a very cool name for any company, I would say, but it's a health savings account and it's very focused on user experience. And I really appreciate that. I'm not very technologically savvy, so I'm a dumb user. So I'm actually a very good candidate for manually testing apps to see if they are user-friendly. Here's a little example. So if I sign up, enter my email, let's say Martha. You can see everything. That's my old email, by the way. Let's say martha@me.com. It doesn't really matter. And now this is one example. Instead of having to type my email all over again, which most websites and apps have you do, and aggravates me, it just asks me to confirm that that's my email. Looks good. Hey, this is simpler than most apps already. And then I create a password. Tell us your name. Me. Myself. And I created an account. Now this screen I actually worked on. That was my first ticket, was to edit the copy and spacing for this one to get it to match the design. We use Figma for all the designs, and we also use Storybook, which is an excellent tool. So I could actually view this on Storybook without running the app on iOS or Android. I still did just to make sure, but that Storybook is pretty awesome. Technically, this is not actually the component I worked on. I worked on the web component. So if you sign up in your browser, you'll see the actual component I worked on, but it should look exactly the same. Now, something else that I love about this is that there's a big focus on investing as well. If you have a health savings account, you can do investing. I've had health savings accounts in the past, which I've used for medical expenses, and it's awesome for that. But I don't know, investing just sounds so complicated and scary, and I'd like to someday, and Nat has been doing some, which is great. But I started actually signing up for the start investing. I can't do it right now because I have to open an account first, but I did it on my actual account, and it's really simple, like TurboTax simple. I always use TurboTax for my taxes because it is so user friendly. It just asks you a simple question, you push one of the buttons, and it brings you to the next step. It makes it super simple. I love it. So I'm excited to start using it with my own account. I do have a Starship HSA now, which is a good idea since I work for the company. I'll probably get a card. They have this fancy looking card you can get. I'm going to try out the whole shebang. I mean, come on, of course. The card I'm working on now is actually this one. So right now you just have the number pad and you input your birth date, January 30th, etc. But I'm working on making a date picker component, like a scrollable date picker component. So that's what I'm currently working on. But it's just very cool to be able to work on a larger, more complete app. Like my last job, I built an app from scratch by myself. I knew the entire code because I wrote it all. And I came up with the structure and the styling. But now I'm getting familiar with this much larger code base. And as far as I can tell, the code is extremely good. Like, I think some very experienced engineers wrote this code. So I'm going to learn a lot about coding just by reading the code. Let me log off now. Me, myself. There we go. That's a good name. And sign out. There we go. And I just want to say, so far, working at Starship has been amazing. There are a lot more meetings. Like my last job had like no meetings at all. But I really appreciate being able to touch base with people every day or every other day. People are very active on Slack. I can shoot a question out there and get a response almost immediately, or even hop on a call with someone, and people actually like seem to like each other and joke around and stuff. Like, that's exciting too. That's something I'm really missing. Is I wanted to be part of a team and be social and have support like that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. This is a good job. It's awesome. Pixel heart.